Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you the step-by-step guide on how you can edit this template for your next event. Okay, so the first thing we need to do here after getting a template is you have to go on to install your fonts. All right, so open this folder, then you find this you find this font inside here. So the next thing you need to do is to copy everything out by pressing Ctrl A, then press Ctrl C to copy. Then you can go back. Yeah, you can go back and you know create a new folder here. Yeah, just say new folder. Then let me just name this font installation, and let's paste what we copied. Yeah, the next thing you need to do is to press Ctrl A to select all right, so make sure you are on this as is. Right click and you see install, so click on install, and you can see most of these fonts are already installed in my system, but for you, you might not have most of them, so you can go ahead and proceed to the next step. Okay, so let me just say replace. All right, so you can just see the font is installing. All right, but let me just cancel it because I don't think I have that time right now. The first thing we have to do is to delete this stuff because we don't need it. Okay, so after deleting it, the next thing on my list is changing this model image. As you can see, the layers are all organized, so you won't get confused. Click on this drop down icon. So this is the images. All right, so you can just unhide it, or you can delete it, whatever I want to do. So the next thing I need to do here is to bring in the replacement image. So this is my image over here, and just hold and drag. Yeah, hold and drag, and this is it. So you can scale it up like this, and so you can move it up like this. Click on this icon here, and the next thing we need to do is to take off the background. Yeah, so hit on these properties and click on convert to layers, and let's say yes. All right, so click on this remove background and give it some time to do its magic. Okay, so as you can see, the background has been removed. Okay, let's increase the size of this image to fit in properly. Press Ctrl T. Make sure you're on this layer and press Ctrl T, so you can scale this up just like this and make sure it fits in properly. So when you're done, you can click on this icon once more, or you can press enter on your keyboard. Okay, so the next thing we need to do here is to work on this image. Already the image is looking good already, but let me just show you how you can add a little bit of color to it. So go to filter and click on this camera raw filter over here. Yeah, so let's just play around with the image a little. So this is the camera raw filter, and let's just add a little bit of effect to it. So to zoom in, hold Control and the plus button on your keyboard for Windows. Then for Mac, you can hold Command and the plus button. All right, so let's see how we can make this image look a little bit better. So the first thing we need to do is to increase the contrast a little, and you can just leave this highlight. So work on this take down the shadow a little, so you can um drag this down and increase the white, decrease the black, and increase this texture, and also the clarity. Like I said, I don't want to add much effect to this. So let's see the before and the after. This is the before, this is the after. So when you're done, you can click on OK, and all these will be applied. Yeah, so this is looking too dark. So let me just take down the contrast, which is this. So let me just reduce the opacity of the contrast a little. Yeah, so this is looking perfect. All right, so you can, you know, hit on the drop down icon to hide this and also this. So to change the name of this model, as you can see, this is the name panel. Yeah, so you can just, zoom in. Yeah, you can just zoom in and, you know type in a new name. So when you're done zooming in, you can click on this text too. Yeah, click on this text too. So click here and you can, add Mrs. So you can change this name. So just hold and drag. So you can just say Jenny. Okay, so you can change whatever I want to change. Just type. You get. So that's how you can, change this name. So if you want to change the color, just hold and drag. So click over there so you can change the color to whatever you want. Okay, so what I won't be doing that for now. Alright, so over here you can also, use the text to you know to change the year. Yeah, you can say 77, and you can change every element over here. Yeah, so for the time, for the everything, you can just, play with it. All right, so I think it's very simple. Yeah, so in case you don't have this template, you can as well check the description of this video to grab it for yourself. Okay, so if you want to take up some stuff, like if you don't need it, you can just click on the delete button on your keyboard. All right, so if you want to take this what's it called, this triangle up, just make sure you can locate it. This is it here. So just click on it and click on Control T. Yeah, hold down Shift, then you can move this up like this. All right, so you can as well take this up to, yeah. So if you made a mistake and you want to do some correction, just press Control Z. Yeah, to what to undo. Yeah, so to redo what you've done, press Control Shift and Z. So whatever you've done will be applied back. All right, so take note, Control Z to undo, the Control Shift Z to redo. All right, so that's basically all. So when you're done with the design and you want to make the overall design to pop, yeah, so what we have to do is to, add a camera raw filter to this. All right, so go to the top layer and click on Control Alt Shift and E, and now move over to this filter and click on camera raw filter, and give it some time to load. So when it's done loading, what we have to do here is to make our necessary adjustments. All right, so you can just play with the contrast a little and the highlights a little. Yeah, take up the shadow a little. Yeah, I just want to play with this black, the texture, and also the clarity, depending on how your design is looking. All right, so if it's looking too dry, you can pop this up, but if it's looking okay, don't add too much. All right, so when you're done with all these necessary adjustments, just little, so you can as well as the before and the after, so you can know what you're doing. So when you're done with the design, you can just click on OK. So if the effect is too much, you can as well come over here to reduce the opacity, okay, or you can reduce the fill, whatever you want to do. So when you're done with this, the next thing or the final thing we have to do is to save this, either um for social media, or you want to save it so that you can work with it later. So I'll show you how to save your file. So the first way I will need to show you is how to save it as a JPEG. As a JPEG, so you can use it for social media. So go to file and click on save a copy. So just pick the name of the design you want to save. Let's just say funeral for clients. All right, funeral for clients. Yeah, so when you're done, you can click on save. Yeah, so over here, just make sure your settings remain the same. Please don't change anything. Here. Just make sure your settings is like this if you want to get the best quality. All right, so click on OK when you're done. So, and give you some time to load. Mind you, all these posters are A3. Okay, they're A3 in size, so you don't need to resize it anymore. They're all in A3. All right, so when you're done saving it, you can move over to your PC and locate the file there, so you can do whatever you want to do with it. So the final way to save your file is to save it as an editable template, so that you can come back to it and edit it for yourself or for the next client which is going to pay you. All right, so go to file and click on save a copy. Yeah, so for this you don't have to change anything here because already it's in PSD, which is the first one. So you can go ahead and type your what's it called, your file name. All right, so click on enter and click on OK, and the file will be saved. That should be all. So you can as well replicate the same pattern which was done for this template on this other template. Okay, so very easy. Change your age. Yeah, this is very easy. So it's very easy, it's not hard. Yeah, it's not hard. So use the text tool and click on this, so you can just play with this. Okay, it's not hard. So if you find any difficulties, please do it to reach out to me. My WhatsApp link will be shared in the description of this video. Okay, so you can just as well play with these. Okay, so this template, everything is just the same. Okay, just the same process on the editing. Everything is very easy. So just if you face something like this, just know that this layer is locked and click on it to unlock it. So right now you can as well edit whatever you want to edit. So in this section I'll be showing you how you can edit your funeral PSD brochure using Adobe Photoshop. Okay, as you can see, my layers are well organized. Like the pages, as you can see, this is the page 1 and this is the page 1 and this is the page 2. Yeah, so everything is well organized, so you won't get confused. All right, so for this section, just as always, if you want to change your model image, you hit on this drop down icon and hide this, or you can delete it. Yeah, then import your image, then take off the background if the image you're importing has background. All right, so I showed you how to remove background in the previous section. All right, so I believe this section is very easy to edit. All right, so this is a A3 funeral brochure. By the end of this section, I'll show you how you can resize it to A4. All right, so everything is very easy to edit. Let's see if we can work on this name. All right, so you can just say divine. Yeah, so everything is very easy to work on. Okay, for this image, if you want to make it black and white just like this one, what you have to do is just click on it and press Ctrl U on your keyboard to bring the hue saturation option. So you can take the saturation down and you can see the picture has been turned to black and white. All right, so let me just undo this. Okay, so let me show you other pages so you can see how this template looks like. So for this section, this is the order of service section. As you can see, everything here is easy to edit. Yeah, so you can change your text, do whatever I want to do with this design. You can replace your image, with something else. Okay, so your image, just remember what I did. Right click, create clipping mask, and I need to if you want to edit your text, use your text to just click and edit your text. So you can replace your image. This is the page 2, this is page 1. So this image you can replace it. Okay, so somebody will be wondering, how did I achieve this? Okay, let me see if I can show you very quick. So let me undo this. Okay, so this is the image after taking off my background. All right, so what I have to do here is hold Ctrl and click on this little icon here. So yeah, hold Ctrl and click on this icon here, this little icon here. So click on add layer mask. Yeah, so over here, this is layer mask. Go to your brush tool and make sure your foreground color is set to white. Yeah, so your brush, you can increase the size or you can reduce it. Okay, so when you're done, just paint around here. Always make sure opacity and flow is set to 100. Right, so this is how I got it. So if you made a mistake and you overpaint, you can just change this to black and erase. It's very easy peasy. All right, so this is basically what I did to achieve that. So for this section, you'll be wondering, how did I get this how did I do this stuff? Yeah, so let me just show you real quick. So let me undo this. Okay, so this is the image. Yeah, after taking off your background, so this is your image, you convert it to black and white. You understand? So when you get to this section, what you have to do is click on this little icon here, yeah, which is called add layer mask. Okay, so go to your gradient tool, which is this one. Now make sure your foreground color is set to black. Yeah, your opacity 100%. Okay, so bring your mouse over here, then hold and drag. Okay, so do it one more time, and as you can see, this is looking perfect. Right, so but if you don't want to use your gradient tool, there is one other option, which is the brush tool. Okay, so after creating your layer mask, you can use your brush tool, which is this. Okay, if your brush is showing like this, just turn off your caps lock. All right, your opacity 100, your flow 100, and your foreground color is set to black. Then go ahead and can just brush this area. Yeah, so this is looking good, this is looking perfect. Okay, so for this section, let me just undo this. Okay, so this is the image after taking off your background. So all you have to do is move it over here. Yeah, so right click and hit on create clipping mask. Yeah, that's it. That's all, simple and short. So over to the next page. So for this section, if you want to change this image, like yeah, this image here, okay, this is where you place your image. Yes, this is where you place your image. Yeah, so after placing your image here, make sure your image is set to black and white. Yeah, always make sure your image is set to black and white for this particular section. Yes, so right click and click on create clipping mask. Yeah, so over here, same thing, right click, create clipping mask. So this is very easy to edit. All right, so over here, add a layer mask and use a brush to brush under here. Yeah, that was the same thing I did here. All right, so it's very easy to edit. This is another beautiful section. Yeah, so for here, all I did was I turned the image to black and white, then I added the layer mask, which is this, then I used my brush tool to fade up some parts, then I brought down the opacity to 34%. So that's how I got this wonderful section. Yeah, so this text you can easily change it. Okay, so over to the next section. So for this section, this is just a simple clipping mask I did. Yeah, a simple clipping mask. Yeah, so just right click and create clipping mask. That's what I did for this section and also for this section and every other photo section here. Yeah, so over to the next page, which is this. So for this page is very simple. Just you can change your image, you can change your text. Okay, you can change this to mother. Okay, so whatever I want to change it to, so it's very easy to work with. Another beautiful section. Yeah, just create what we call clipping mask to this frame. Yeah, that was what I did here. Okay, so if you don't understand anything, please you can do it to reach out to me. Link is attached to the description of this video. Okay, so for this section, this is the image. All right, so you can just replace this image with your own image. All right, so it's very easy to edit. Yeah, this is the page one on the page two. So for this other page, what I did here was I created the clipping mask. Yeah, so don't feel like I did one magical. No, just create a clipping mask. That's all I did here. Okay, so for this section, I know so many people are wondering how wow, this is magic. No, it's not magic. I didn't do magic. This is very simple to do. Okay, so let me show you how to achieve this real quick. So let me just pick one image. All right, so let me just work with this image. Okay, so let me just copy this image and let me paste it over here. This is the image I copied. So what I have to do is bring it to this center. Yeah, bring it to this area. Okay, so you can increase the size like this. Okay, so the next thing I'll do, let me just take this off. Yeah, so the next thing I'll do is to bring it below this skyscraper image. All right, so the next thing I'll do is to turn this image to black. Yeah, totally black. So press Ctrl U on your keyboard and bring this to -100 and press OK. So now go to your marquee tool, yeah, which is this, and I want to cut this. Like this. Okay, so after highlighting your image, you can right click and click on convert to smart object. Yeah, click click on rasterize layer. Now go ahead and click on delete on your keyboard. All right, so press Ctrl D to deselect. Yeah, so you can now turn this on. Now right click and create clipping mask. Right, so I want to make this bottom dark, this bottom area dark, so that's where I apply this. All right, so just on this layer and create a clipping mask. Yeah, so that was how I got this wonderful effect. All right, so that should be all for this section. Let me show you how you can resize your design. All right, this is A3, so I want to convert it to A4 because I get a lot of requests. Please, how can I convert this brochure to A4? Let me just show you how to do it real quick without messing with your image quality or your design. Okay, so I'll be doing it with this cover page. Yeah, this cover page. So what you have to do is or let me do it with this page. Yeah, let me do it with this page. So in order for you to convert this to A4, okay, what you have to do is to create a new workspace. I go to file and click on new. I can press Ctrl N on your keyboard. Now go to print, click on this A4. All right, so here they say width, just click and press your asterisk key on your keyboard and press 2. Please make sure every settings remain the same, resolution 300. Right, so just don't change anything, just leave it like this and click on create. So after creating your new artboard, what you have to do is to press Ctrl R, yeah, to bring out the ruler tool, to bring out this ruler. Yeah, so hold and drag so you can separate this page. Yeah, this is the left and this is the right. Okay, so now you can go ahead and bring in your design. So let's say I want to move this to A4. Yeah, so go ahead and hold Control, click and click this. So go ahead and press copy. That is Ctrl C on your keyboard. Yeah, so go ahead to this your new workspace and press Ctrl V to paste. Okay, and give it some time to load. This design is not properly arranged, so go ahead and press Ctrl T to resize it. Press OK, and now you can hold here and drag. When you're done, click on this icon here. Yeah, and give it some time to load. So as you can see, this what's it called, this is not well arranged. So use your keyboard, like press the arrow key that is the right side to move this like this. Yeah, so all right, so this is perfect. All right, so I think this is all for this section. Okay, whatever you don't understand, please do well to reach out to me, and if you don't have this template, please do well to get it in the description of this video. All right, so I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, hello guys, welcome to this section. So in this section I'll show you how to edit your funeral backdrop. Okay, this is a 4x6 funeral backdrop. Okay, as always, you can delete this. As you can see, every layer is well arranged and named, so you won't get confused. All right, so as always, you can replace your image, your model image. You can edit your text using your text to get everything is 100% editable. Always make sure your font is installed first, please. Don't forget that. Okay, so every element here is editable. Okay, if you want to move anything, go to your move tool, then click on drag. Okay, so if you have any challenge with this template, you can reach out to me. I'm always available to attend to you. Okay, so this is another wonderful template, so you can as well edit every element. Okay, the images are editable, the text, whatever you want to do, the element, you can move it around. You can play with your name and whatever you want to do. So wonderful template. So just, if you don't have this template, do well to get it for yourself. Okay, so another wonderful one. So this is part of my 12-in-1. This is part of my 12-in-1 backdrop. So that should be all for this section. All right, I'll see you on the next one. So in this section, this is part of my 12-in-1 funeral banner. Okay, so everything as always is well arranged. The folders, the group and the layers are well arranged. All right, so you can just replace your model, whatever you want to do. So everything here is simple to edit. Your venue, your name, your text, and whatever you want to edit, the image and all of that. Get everything here is so simple, well arranged, so this is beautiful. This is a wonderful template for those of you that are into the printing press. You can use it to save time. Okay, so you don't need to start from scratch. So that should be all for this section. Okay, I'll see you on the next one. So this is another wonderful section. This is for funeral invitation. Okay, so this is for my African brothers. Okay, if you want to get this for yourself, you can use the link in the description of this video. So everything here is 100% editable, like always. All right, this image here 100% editable. You can right click to and clip it. So everything here is simple. Everything here is so simple, you get. So don't have to worry, how do I edit this, you don't have to worry. Okay, how do I take this off? This is your image. You can everything is so simple. If you have any challenge, reach out to me. Wonderful template. Okay, so that should be all for this particular video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, stay creative.